around the internet as Spocket, and I run Spocket.com, which is a blog called Nerd at Large. And on Nerd at Large, it's just a nerdy, geeky lifestyle blog where I write about things that I love and matter to me, and I talk pop culture, video games, movies, comic books, television, anime, and whatever else floats my boat. It's a pretty smooth, go with the flow kind of writing establishment. I like that. Nerd at Large is a writing establishment. Anyway, it is a new year, 2016, and I've got new hair color and I'm feeling myself, so I am going to tell you guys 25 things that you probably didn't know about me. If you're new, you're going to learn a lot. If you're not new, you're still probably going to learn a lot. Education. So, we're just going to start with 25. I love X-Men. It was one of the first comic books I ever read, and it is still a huge favorite to this day. However, I absolutely hate Jean Grey. I hate her with a passion. I despise her so much that Willow Wilson put out a series for X-Men, and it features all female characters, which was amazing, and I started to read it because it's all female X-Men and they really don't get the credit that they deserve. So I was like, heck yes, I'm gonna go buy all of these albums, I'm gonna go read everything, and then I'm gonna write a blog about it because this is freaking awesome. It's all female. Then I discovered that Rachel Grey was the leader. No. I don't like Jean Grey. I don't like her offspring. I think Rachel is self-centered, she's cynical when she's supposed to be the leader, and she doesn't have what it takes to get the job done. So, her being there, and her being the leader, when you had other female X-Men members of color, Storm, M, no, I was done with that. So, I actually only read till issue 8 or 9, and I couldn't read any further. Rachel her presence in the comic pissed me off. 24. Yeah, that was a 4, because it's that kind of day. I have owned 19 out of the 23 Pokemon games released in the United States. And I have never finished one. This is me blocking all the hateful comments and trash and anything that people are going to throw at me for this. I love Pokemon. I actually did a debate with a fellow YouTuber, Emily Kirby, linked down in this area somewhere. And we did a debate about why Pokemon is better than Digimon, and it was pretty sweet. So if you haven't seen it, you should definitely go check it out after this video. But, unfortunately, I have not finished any of the Pokemon games. In fact, the only Pokemon game where I've actually gotten to the Elite Four was Fire Red. And I could get there, go in with my team, and battle and get probably to the third one, and then I end up dying. And the sucky thing about Elite Four is if you die, you're not able to go back to where you started. You have to start from scratch. So that got real frustrating, and I don't think I've gotten close to a Elite Four since Fire Red, which is probably really embarrassing for me to admit. But, moving on. Number 23. I have danced practically all of my life. I've done ballet, I've done pointe, I've done hip hop, I've done jazz, and I've done tap dancing. Out of all of those things, my favorite is tap dancing. I still remember how to do a shuffle, a skip, a flyaway, all of the things that I thoroughly enjoyed doing during my tap career. So yeah, I danced until I graduated in 2009 when I graduated from high school. I actually joined my college's dance team, but it didn't last long. I was not a fan. Number 22. I despise pickles. When I was younger, my aunt babysat me, and she allowed me to consume an entire jar of pickles and the juice. The actual smell of pickles makes me itch now. Number 21. I have had every color of hair except gray and silver. Number 20. I absolutely love to sing. I like to sing a lot. I sing songs that are real. I sing songs that aren't real. I sing gibberish. I sing loud. I sing softly. I hum when I'm out and about. When I'm in the car, I'm jamming and I'm singing. And if you pull up next to me, you probably think that I am insane. But it's something that I like to do. So it is what it is, man. I love singing. Every Wednesday, we do karaoke from work, and I didn't sing the first time that I went out, but I sang the next time that I went, and I sang Love on Top by Beyonce. I sang Don't Speak by No Doubt, and I sang Little Red Corvette by Prince. Prince is like amazing. I'm a huge fan of Prince. I love all of his music, and Little Red Corvette, Gold are two of my favorite songs ever, so the ability to sing them was pretty awesome. And then every time my family has some type of like family gathering, we do some type of karaoke. Brianna and I, my cousin, her YouTube channel will be right here, so go check her out. She's in Korea, and she does like Korean vlog stuff, and it's amazeballs, so definitely go give her a watch. But when she and I get together, oh, it's bad. We do all of the duets. The Boy Is Mine, same script, different cast. It doesn't matter. Anything that can use our range, we freaking belt it out. We love to sing. Number 119. I just realized I needed another hand for that. I love trivia and word games. I like video games a lot, and that's mostly what I do, but when I get together with a group of friends, I love a good board game. My favorite board games would have to be Scrabble, Smartass, and Catchphrase Decades. I love games where you give a clue and then the person has to shout it out. So Heads Up is also one of my favorite get-together games. I actually have it on my iPad. It's one of my favorites. Word games that I play on my phone when I'm like out and about, because I love to do that too. My favorites are Ruzzle and Alpha Bears. If you have not heard of Alpha Bears, it's this adorable word game with these bears in these different outfits, and each outfit constitutes it to being a different type of bear. So you got your regular bear, you've got a bear in like a corset, that bear is a skinny bear. Then you've got an owl bear, finch bear, hexabee bear. And all these different bears have different attributes that allow you to gather more vowels in a game or get more points for spelling ghost or different things like that. And they're so freaking cute. I will include some pictures right here. But it's just a fun time. It's just a fun time. I love word games. I love trivia. It's just fun. Fun, 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 fun. 1:18. That's gonna be difficult going forward. I am a slave for stationery. I love stationery. Like, I have a tripod because I have a camera and I like to do photography. So a tripod is a must. But you know what I'm using to hold up this camera right now? Not a tripod. I'm using journals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. In this stack of books / video game containers that are currently holding my camera up right now. This pile. I love stationery. I'm a freaking slave. When I go to the stationery section in a Barnes and Noble or a Walmart or whatever, there are orgasmic sounds that are made because paper and writing is just a beautiful art form that no one really likes to do anymore. It's becoming obsolete, and it's a beautiful process, and it's something that I thoroughly enjoy doing. And I have been journaling since the Actually, I've been journaling since the 2nd grade because I had a teacher that wanted us to journal, so I did. And I liked it, so I kept going. And then I journal now because during that time frame, I saw Harriet the Spy, and she inspired me to write down everything that I see. So in order to do that, I need lots of journals. I have successfully completed 13 journals. I probably have owned over 100, but I've probably completely filled cover to cover about 13 journals. I mean, I'm only 24. Cut me some slack, you know? And I don't write every day. I should, but I don't. Number 17. 1, 5, 7. When I was growing up, I wanted to be the leader of an all-female spy / assassination squad. I thought it would be so cool to either be a part of or run an all-female gang unit, like a gang squad. Like, I wanted to be a set of 007s that were female. I wanted to be one of the members of the team that Mrs. Smith was a part of. I wanted to be the black girl in Totally Spies. That was just something that I wanted to do when I was younger. That was one of my goals, my dreams. That's what I wanted to do. Number 1, 5, 6, 16. I enjoy mysteries because my mother watched them as I was growing up. She is a huge fan of mysteries, and still to this day she watches them. And I'm 100% sure that she is where my love of mysteries and solving puzzles and solving riddles comes from. I love to problem solve, especially if they're mysteries. Now, I'm not saying that I'm very good at it, but it's something that I thoroughly enjoy doing. And you can see it in my blog posts, in my fandom posts: Scooby-Doo, Ellery Queen, Columbo, Murder, She Wrote, Veronica Mars, countless, Nancy Drew, countless others that have inspired me as I have grown up because they, like me, enjoy a good mystery. It is actually why I have my first tattoo. My dad got me Professor Layton and the Curious Village for my birthday, and I finished it. It's actually the first video game for my DS series because I've owned a DS Lite, a DSi, and now a 3DS XL. I loved it so much, and his just Professor Layton's demeanor and the way he thinks reminded me of my father, so I actually went and got a Professor Layton tattoo. And it's the very first tattoo that I've ever had. I'll show you like this. It's the only tattoo that I have. I have a list of tattoos, things that I want to get, but I haven't gotten them yet. And this was my first one, and it's just really special to me. I'm actually going to go get it redone pretty soon. But I love it. I love it so much. I actually wish now that I have it that I got it in a more visible place, because as you can see by me trying to show it to you, it's a little difficult. But it is what it is. It was my first tattoo. You live and you learn. 15. Haha, I can do 2 digits now. Okay. Although I love to talk, you can ask my mother. There's many a times where I just talk to hear myself talk. There was a time in 5th grade when I got in trouble for talking, and I started talking to a wall. You'll never know the whole story to that. That's pretty much all you need to know. I started talking to a wall. But I love talking. I love using YouTube to get my thoughts out. I love using my blog to get my thoughts out. And I love to use Twitter. Twitter is like my go-to social media. I use that for everything, and I network there a lot. But even though I do that, and I'm a server, I have issues talking to people that I don't know. It's just, I get really clammy, and I get really scared, and I start to stutter, and I guess I just get nervous. And I mean, I shouldn't be nervous. I'm talking to you guys on here. I'm talking to people I don't know on my blog, on my Twitter, but I'm totally comfortable there. I think it's just a face-to-face kind of deal. I don't know. I'm a scaredy cat when it comes to talking to new people. Who knew? That's why this video exists. 14. Although I have seen every Marvel movie released except Iron Man, because as we all know, I can't stand his guts at all. I love DC characters just a little bit more. Although Silk from Marvel right now is an amazing series, and even if you call yourself a DC fangirl, such as myself, you definitely need to go check it out, like, now. It's amazing. It's amazing. Number 13. Feel like this is gonna be a long video, guys. Although I don't have any artistic inclinations, I love to draw. I just suck at it really, really badly. Art on Instagram and Twitter inspire me on the daily. The art that goes there is just so beautiful. It's breathtaking. It's breathtaking. Some of my favorite artists are Jacqueline DeLeon, Audrey Auclair, Babs Tarr, Vicky Sai. 12. I don't know why that took so long. 12. Like I was saying earlier, have a list of tattoos that I want to get done once I either amass enough money or pain tolerance. I won't tell you what they are because I don't want them copied, but I will tell you what fandoms they come from. On my list, there are 2 Sailor Moon tattoos. There is a Scooby-Doo tattoo. There is a Star Wars tattoo. There are 6 Pokemon tattoos. And there is a Cardcaptor Sakura tattoo. Number 11. This is 11. Because once it gets down to like single digits, it'll be on one hand. So this is 11, guys. This is not 2. This is 11. Just a FYI. I would like to have a little girl. I would name her Persephone, and I would instill her the open-minded values that I hold dear. I would like to put her in self-defense, so I could have a little ninja, like maybe judo or kendo or aikido or any of the other ones that my dad tried to get me into when I was younger, and I said no because I didn't want to get hurt. That's actually why I still don't do self-defense. I don't want to have a broken bone. I'm 24 and I made it all the way without any broken bones, so I really don't want to have any now. As my body is older and it'll be harder to fix than it would have been when I was younger. 10. Yeah, 10. Well, I don't know why this is so difficult for me, guys. I'm sorry, I'm not used to counting this way. 10. I have a nut allergy. I also cannot have coconuts. It is a serious allergy. I keep an EpiPen. Number 9. We're getting there, guys. Number 9. In high school, I wrote erotic fan fiction. There were Hermione and Draco fiction. There was Hermione and Draco versus Hermione and Cedric fan fiction. There was Gabriella and Ryan fan fiction from my High School Musical. I know. This is me blocking the trash. And there was also Logan and Rogue fan fiction. Number 8. Corn and seafood are my favorite things to eat. Scallops, shrimp, crab, lobster, catfish. I can eat it for the rest of my days. I actually devour fried corn when my boyfriend makes it for me. He'll make at least 2 to 3 cans in a single huge skillet, and I pretty much finish all the corn. There might be like a few pieces left, but once my tummy settles, I usually come back for those kernels. So I generally devour fried corn when Alex makes it for me. Number 7. The first time I had an alcoholic beverage, I was 23. And it was a wine cooler. I occasionally drink socially, but not very much. It depends on who I'm with, and I've actually never had more than 1 drink at a time. I've never been drunk. Number 6. My first time cosplaying was in high school. I cosplayed as Tomoyo from Card Captors. It was a competition at my local library, and I got 2nd place. I lost. Sorry, my cat's right there. Hi, Momo. I lost to a guy dressed as Rurouni Kenshin with a Rurouni Kenshin face mask. I have had an itch for cosplay ever since. Number 5. Michio Kaku, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Marilyn Monroe, Nichelle Nichols, Angela Davis, and Maya Angelou are my top favorite inspirational people. They're my role models. Number 4. Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball, and Magical Knight Rayearth were my gateways into anime. I still continue to watch anime and read manga, and now my favorites are Rod, Read or Die TV, Say I Love You, My Little Monster, Peach Girl, and Fruits Basket. Number 3. I would love to create sustainable income from my blog or being a photographer. Both of those would be my dream jobs. I would love to be a nerdy household name like Jessica Negri or Yaya Han or Morgan Webb. Number 2. in my freshman year of high school, I had this idea that I was going to be a metaphysical science major in college. Number 1. Drum roll, please. I was homeschooled 3rd through the 4th grade and sophomore through senior year of high school. Although it was the best source of education for me, I thoroughly disliked it. I was a social butterfly. I had gotten a taste of being surrounded by a bunch of kids that I didn't grow up with, didn't know, and I wanted to have more. I wanted to make friends. I wanted to socialize and interact, and homeschooling took that away from me. There were homeschooling activities, but none of the kids were my age, so it was difficult for me to interact. Now that I'm an adult and I've gone through college and I've seen what I've seen, I totally understand why my parents did it, and I have a newfound love for it. But when I was in high school, I absolutely hated being homeschooled, and it's actually something that still gives me a slight issue today, because when I go to do jobs and things and I put that I was homeschooled and I graduated from there, they're always like, you were homeschooled, or is your family religious? Like, there's all these homeschool stereotypes that people have. None of them are true. None. Zilch. Not. So yeah. That's the 25 things you probably didn't know about me, and I'm sure you guys learned a lot. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.